Hey, what's up everybody? Abel Perez here. I am delivering the message about social media that I had promised I'd deliver. Today is Friday, and the idea came actually on a Wednesday. And so I knew that I couldn't make the video Wednesday. I knew I couldn't do it Thursday. I had prior obligations. So I said, you know what? I could commit to a Friday, do it early Friday morning, and shoot something out really quick. So here it is. Now, if you've watched any of my prior videos or have followed me on Facebook or Instagram, you know that the majority of my content that I post is all about me being a mortgage loan officer, which I am. I'm a mortgage loan officer here, licensed in California. I provide home loans, both refinancing and residential. So if you are in need of a home loan, reach out to me. You can follow my content at #AbelApproved. I'd really appreciate that. But this video, again, it's not about me being a mortgage loan officer, me being one of the best mortgage loan officers out there and how you should use me, right? It's not a solicitation, I promise. So, but what it is I ran into or overheard a conversation at a coffee shop on Wednesday. And it really got my wheels turning, and because it was so relatable. The conversation was how an individual really didn't like using social media, thought it was wasted time, felt like it was complicated, and it turns out they were just frustrated because they weren't getting a lot of feedback, not a lot of likes, not a lot of comments, not a lot of shares, right? And so I grabbed my stuff and I walked out, and I wasn't part of the conversation, but it really had me thinking, and it was so relatable because I myself have had a lot of frustration with social media because of the lack of response from my friends or followers, right? And the reason why it can be frustrating, right, is because it's so difficult to you're looking for the perfect picture, you're thinking of the perfect thing to say, and you're pretending you're like this marketing person in New York on the 50th floor, right, typing up with some great marketing plan. You post it, an hour later you come back and there's 3 likes. And for me, I come back an hour later, I can always count on my wife, my mom, my sister, a couple friends, and some other people who do the same thing that I do and understand, what I'm trying to accomplish on social media. So those are usually my support team. Hey, support team, don't go away. I need you. I appreciate you. Really, it's kind of just like a pat on the back saying, hey, keep going, right? So very encouraging. But if I was to sit there and I was to really mourn on the fact that, I have 1,000 friends on my Facebook, but yet I'm only getting 3 or 4 likes on a post, right? And trust me, I'm not this social media god or marketing guru. I only have 1,000 Facebook friends. On my business page on Facebook, I only have about 350 followers, and on my Instagram, I only have 450 followers. So I'm not by any means here to talk to you about how to grow your accounts, how to have all these friends and followers, because honestly, I do not believe in all of that. I do not believe in the number of likes. I do not believe in the number of comments, the number of shares, and the number of friends that you have. I do not care about any of that, and I'm going to explain that why, right? So 3 things I want to review. I want to talk about, should you use Facebook? Should you use social media? Is social media worth it to you, right? Number 2, I'm going to talk about the business marketing versus social marketing, right? There's business marketing and there's social marketing. There's a clear difference, and I'll explain that as well. And the third thing is how to measure your online success or marketing success. Is it working? What's it for, right? And that's going to be more of understanding the expectations of what you should be accepting and what is of value and what is not of value. Just kind of clearing through the weeds there. So first and foremost, social media marketing. Should you use it? Absolutely use it. Social media is a platform. Even if you have one friend, it's giving content to that one friend, letting them know, hey, this is new. This is new in my industry. This is new what I offer. This is what I offer. These are my services. And if you're offering a product or service, it doesn't stay the same. Week over week, that product or service may change. There may be other, more information, more content, more programs, more discounts, promotions. And so it's in your client's best interest to learn or know about those products or services. Otherwise, they'll never know, right? And so should you use it? Absolutely. It's a free service for the most part. I know that there's options to pay and promote your post and get additional likes or additional views, and it throws it out there to all the world, and more people can see it, right? And that's great. If you want to use a few extra dollars to do that, great. If not, okay. It's still better than not using it at all. So yes to that question. Social media is vital for any business, anybody offering a product or service. All right. So, earlier I mentioned social marketing versus business marketing, right? Now, look, I know it's difficult, but I need you to do something. I need you to stop comparing your post to the Kim Kardashians, the LeBron James, the Donald Trump tweets. Look, they're going to get tons of buzz on anything they post, right? They are some celebrities. They have followers that we can never compete with, right? And not only that, do we really want 50,000 likes on a post? Are all 50,000 of those likes even reading or seeing what we're actually posting? I'm more concerned as a business professional, somebody who's trying to grow their business. I'm more concerned in the tangible people that are here close by me that I'm actually going to be performing business with, right? So we cannot, if we were now. Here's a different scenario. If you are social marketing, right? If you're trying to show off your abs and how strong you are and all that good stuff, right? And you're still not progressing and you still don't have a lot of likes and comments and stuff like that. That's a different thing. Not my forte, right? I'm talking about we're posting content about the products and services that we're delivering and how to measure that. How does that result to business, right? Trust me, likes do not convert over to business. Comments do not convert over to business. And shares are probably more important than anything, because when somebody shares it, you're actually gaining access to their network of people. So then more people are actually reviewing your content. So shares are very important, very helpful. But again, they don't determine your success. So social media marketing, absolutely you should use it. Do not compare yourself to the Kim Kardashians, the Donald Trumps, all these celebrities, figures that will post a cup of coffee and get 1 million likes within seconds, right? Do not compare yourself to them. That is not what we're trying to accomplish here. We're simply trying to deliver our content to our potential business partners and customers and clients, right? That is it. We are planting the seed and then we're reinforcing it, right? And that's very important when we get into the next subject, right? How do we measure the success of social media marketing? You measure it by first planting the seed, and that seed is your post. You post it, you throw out your content out there, and that's really the seed that's planted. It's not going to grow within social media, and so that's where the expectation comes from. Do not expect that seed that you post, to grow and just grow like wildfire. So sometimes it does. Sometimes you can post something and you catch somebody's attention at the right second, and boom, they're inboxing you. They're saying, "Hey, I'm interested. Where do I sign up?" Right? That is true. But if you're not getting that type of response, then you may have to test it other ways, right? That seed is going to be planted when you actually see that person in person. Yeah, that works. So for me, when I'm out in public, or when I go out to, and I see old friends or old family, I always get the same response. "Oh, you're always on social media. Oh, you post all those videos. Oh, I liked what you posted," right? All types of different responses, right? Now, whether they like it or not, that's up to them. Most of the time, the feedback's very positive. But what's really cool is knowing that they saw it, getting that acknowledgement that yes, I saw it, right? Now some people come to me very enthusiastic, like, "Oh, you're killing it! I saw you on social media. I saw you do that video. It was awesome." And then I'm thinking like, well, for one, I don't think my videos are that awesome. But two, I'm thinking, why didn't you like it? Why didn't you share it? Why didn't you comment on it, right? Well, that was the old way of thinking. Now it's like, all right, cool, man. I appreciate it, because that acknowledgement, those comments, the sharing, we're in a public place, that's way more valuable than them doing it on a computer, than them, just doing it on social media. Again, not discrediting, anybody from liking, commenting, or sharing on the computer, that is helpful. But I'm talking to the individuals who are sitting there discouraged because they're not getting that type of feedback. Experiment with it. You got an event coming up this weekend? Post now. Post something that you normally wouldn't. Have a call to action post where you ask a question or you do something silly, right? Something where people can respond. Go to that event and see if you get any feedback. See if anybody says, "Oh, I saw your video. I saw your post." I can guarantee you, if you're putting enough effort into your post, and you do something like that, you put some type of message in there, that you're thinking outside the box, you're being a little bit more creative. I can guarantee you, when you go to that social event, they're gonna acknowledge it. And that's going to be your reinforcement that the seed that you planted is starting to grow. And trust me, it's going to be much more rewarding when you're sitting in a public setting, there's people all over the place, and you have somebody boasting about your Facebook or Instagram posts. And it's going to start conversation. "Oh, well, what do? You take it from there," right? This is just about planting that seed and measuring that success. That's how I measure the success of social media, is the verbal responses I get, or the in-person responses that I get from the individuals that follow me on social media. So, quick recap. Yes, you use social media. No, you are not a Instagram model. You are not a celebrity. So do not compare your numbers to theirs on the internet. They mean nothing. And lastly, plant that seed. Get outside your comfort zone, get creative, and watch your results in real life. I've had plenty of leads in real life after posting something, and they say, "Oh, hey, I know you do this." I never even talked to this person. How would they know what I do, right? But it's because they're watching from social media and they understand what I do. They just may not be ready at that time that you posted something to like it or for it to be relevant. But as time goes on, they may be sitting there, right before they go to bed, or when they're eating, or at work on their lunch, and just thinking like, I could really go for this, or I could really use this. You know what? I know just the person to call. It's that person that was using social media and that was marketing, or that's always on social media and is always marketing themselves. Guys, that's all I got. Again, I'm not a guru on social media. I only have like 1,000 Facebook friends. I only have 450 followers on Instagram, and like 350 followers on my business page. But again, do not let that discourage you. You don't have to chase tens of thousands of friends. Just find a niche for yourself, individuals that you are tangible, that you are actually going to run into, you can actually solicit to face, and plant the seed and reinforce using social media. And that's going to take you a lot further than all of these other gimmicks that guarantee you thousands of likes and all these fake comments, thumbs up from like somebody you don't even know across the country. That's garbage. All right. So again, my name is Abel Perez. I'm a mortgage loan officer. If you need mortgage financing or to refinance your home, give me a call. I think somebody's already calling me. Cool. So take care. #AbelApproved. Hello, Abel.